Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the inaugural edition of Ryerson Retail Talks, and this is Student Talks. This afternoon, we're going to join the president, Sebrina Bender, waving, and Adriana Martinez, who's the executive vice president of the Ted Rogers School of Retail Management, our Retail Student Association. These folks have had an extraordinary year. Your Retail Student Association won several awards for the activities you were able to coordinate. Can you tell us about these awards? What events did the Retail Student Association run this year?
We are happy to have won the Most Collaborative Award and the Most Innovative Award for our student group this year. Our Most Collaborative Award was based on an event that we actually hosted in collaboration with the Ryerson Marketing Association, and that was our first event of the academic year. And basically we called that Navigate and then the New Retail Landscape. And what that event was about was talking to industry professionals who basically have had to pivot their strategies specifically towards marketing because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So that was really interesting, and that was good for the first event of the year because students really got to see what industry professionals were doing amidst the pandemic and how they were adapting. And then the second award we won was for Most Innovative, and for the Most Innovative Award, it's basically the student group that showed the most adaptability and just, I guess, innovation, just new events and creative ideas throughout the academic year. And now I'll turn it over to Adriana to talk about the events that we hosted that kind of made us win the Most Innovative Award.
We did have our Navigate event in the very beginning of the year, and that was a great start, and we learned a lot from working with the RMA, like Sebrina said, and then we moved into the future of fashion, our events surrounding fashion sustainability, and we had some local Toronto brands, but also larger ones like Nobis, who came in and talked about their sustainability within their organizations and how they have been kind of changing the way the fashion industry is and how they want to keep evolving within the fashion industry. So that was very interesting, and that was an event that a lot of students showed a lot of interest in. I know it was a personal passion project for Sebrina and I. Definitely we loved that conversation. It was a very fun event, but a lot of students showed a lot of interest, and we were happy that we were able to provide an event with such valuable information. And then again, we moved into e-commerce, something new, not new per se, but something that is definitely on a lot of students' mind, especially retail students, that they definitely have to be paying more attention to. So we learned a lot of very valuable insights from Shopify. And then of course, our conference this year, that we had four panel discussions, 2 workshops, over 20 industry professionals, a case competition in collaboration with NOMS. And it was just a whole jam-packed 2 days of so much information but so much valuable, unique information that students just walked away with. I mean, we did hear the term life-changing for some students in a way, definitely having them consider what career paths they want to go down and learning from industry professionals' backgrounds. And even with our mental wellness and mental health workshops, they got some very valuable tips on how to move forward in this pandemic. And our equity, diversity, and inclusion workshop was surrounding retail and very tailored to retail students. So yes, it was a very busy year, and that is exactly why I believe that we won Most Innovative.
Holy smokes, it not only innovative, not only busy, but it sounds exhausting. And you were both full-time 4th-year students.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a little exhausting, but you know what? Out of all of the things that we had to do, this was probably the best and most exciting for us because we were both so passionate about it. And I think it made a big difference that Adriana and I were working closely alongside each other because we kind of had the same vision right from the beginning.
We've had a very strong student association with this retail degree from day one. And it's interesting that you say it's how particularly important it is with a industry in your view, that's what you're committed to, that's what you're working towards from a career perspective, that the importance of that soft skill side of your repertoire really it's given you a chance to work it in a really active way. That's really, and it's something you can take in a concrete way to your resume is what I'm hearing, to your CVs. So for you personally, you've spoken about the development of these skills for you. How has this association experience, how has it affected you personally?
I can start on this one. So I would say that, I mean, it's affected me in so many ways, so many positive ways. I actually did an interview the other day and I found myself just consistently talking about the Retail Students Association because that's how much experience I gained from it. You know, working with other people, like, oh, that's a teamwork question. I can talk a little bit about that. And, you know, solving a problem on the spot, like Adriana was just talking about, like, oh yeah, I have an experience from that, also on the RSA. So it has affected me so positively in ways that I couldn't even begin to expect when I first started out in this role. I thought, you know, maybe I would just be helping out the retail management program and obviously exercising some leadership skills, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I've gained so much insight and experience just from this, you know, student group.
I definitely look back and I think to first year me, I mean, Ryerson is a commuter school. I found it a little challenging meeting people just solely in classes in a way. And I just really remember thinking how much more I wanted to be part of a community, and just being able to then join the student group in the third year that I did, I just felt like I really had to put myself out there a lot more. I mean, I definitely was maybe shyer first year, and there are definitely ways to meet people. I'm not saying that there's not at all, but I think when you join a student group, you're given just an opportunity to just put yourself out there and get to know 20 to 30 people, and just you all have that one common goal. So when I stepped into the leadership position, I then also wanted to make sure that members of the RSA felt that they had that community and that they are surrounded by like-minded people who are here to support you. You know, if you need advice with jobs or class help or any knowledge that I've gained in the past 3 years of just being a Ryerson student, I want to hand it off. I want to give it to first, second years. And I can say that I do get messages at 12 o'clock at night. Should I drop this class? Should I not? What are minors? And I'm just really happy that I can be there for some of the associates. And so that personally me, that's what also just made me really realize how much I really want to grow my mentorship skills into the future in every aspect of my career. And I think that if I had just gotten into a first job without that leadership or mentorship skill, I might have forgotten that that's something I also want to continue to develop in a way, and that one day I would love to also be, you know, an industry panelist trying to give back any knowledge that I have, because me in first year, I would have really appreciated kind of having that advice. And yeah.
Terrific. Thank you both for this. Good luck with the rest of your careers. We'll be missing you when you graduate. A terrific year, and congratulations on not only on all of the things that you've accomplished, but on really forging those relationships because you really did forge relationships between the school, all of the student body, and with industry. Job one. Well done.
Thank you so much, Francis, and thank you for having us today.